the godfather of rock and roll, DJ Max Jones.
You're rocking out with DJ Max Jones.
But I gotta warn you that we're used to it there. So pucker up, little monsters, prepare. At every single turn you make, beware. Can I suggest a little mind your own business? Cause success it never came from losing around. And if you still don't wanna get it, there is nothing I can do to help you out. Cause I'm Andromeda. You know you're never gonna bring me down. Cause I'm Andromeda.
kukaa poa, conductor kumiss streets. Wiki siko Nairobi, miss hizi streets. Siasa za jivanji, twende downtown miradi. Watu wengi huku, waukulia vipaji. Wengine mwili wanauza, bora wapate ganji. Nairobi umenitafe, sijui ni kuite daddy. I guess kukusoma imekuwa yangu kazi.
It's the way of the world and nothing good ever comes easy. You have to fall before you walk. It's the way of the world and nothing good ever comes easy. You have to fall before you walk. Nairobi, have mercy on me. Now hustle kwa bidii. Yeah. Nairobi, have mercy on me. Now hustle kwa bidii. Yeah. Kwa bidii. Yeah. Visibse.
Elevating your vibe, it's Rock the Clock with DJ Max Jones. You're rocking with DJ Max Jones.
This place was built in frivolity, sovereign of nothing hypocrisy. Our place is burning inside out. This world must be upside down. We praise learning, only to make the same. Fade our mistakes, on and on again. All cause all of but cards crumble. This world must be upside down. You know what come our system, what is ours and hard to obtain. You feel you're trapped by structures in place. Now the structures start to fall apart.
Nchini huku haki kwa tajiri, aliyesota sheria asifuate. Kwako ni kali, si tafadhali. Mungu wao pia halali. Mungu halali. Halali.
kicking off the evening with an energetic opening jam session with none other than our new inductee. You know, they call me the Surge Freshman, but we're now, I think I've graduated. We have a new inductee there. And I'm going to let him introduce himself.
Yes. Yeah, they call me DJ Max Jones, the godfather of rock and roll. That's DJ Max with the double X and Jones, yes.
Here, calling this rock and roll a new inductee. Did you hear that intro?
Yeah, you just called me an inductee, yeah. Yeah, I'm pleased to be here.
Wow, that was a really, really dope mix. It's been a minute, and all that was a whole lot of KE rock. So if you didn't know, now you know. KE rock is alive and kicking in the 254. You know, I've always, you started us off with Rash.
Yes.
That was structures.
Yes.
And the second verse, it's so melodic. It's amazing. I've always wanted to know who does that bit of the song.
Yeah.
Who do you know?
I think we have them here in the studio today. They'll be telling you all about that.
Him killing it, and just giving you all the spoilers.
Yes.
But yes, today we finally get to know who sang that bit, because it's always been Buddy Me and Myra's head. But yes, I'm gonna let some really, really amazing people introduce themselves today. So drum roll. Welcome, Rash Band.
Woo, woo, woo,
What's
woo.
up?
Yeah.
Yeah, good to be here. It's good to finally be at Iconradio, the iconic Iconradio.
Yes. It's been we talked about coming for a while, and then it's finally been materialized. So yes,
Yeah.
we are very happy and very thankful for the invite and for being featured.
Been forever. We were to have you so long ago. We've been saying, "Hey guys, you need to come here," and you're finally here. So the excitement is crazy. Considering you guys have been everywhere now since, I think since around June. I've been seeing a whole lot of you guys just performance after performance. It's this week, it's next week, it's excitement.
Yeah. I mean, it's what we love to do,
Yeah,
and if you love to do something, then you have to do it.
definitely.
Yeah, you have to keep going, and the consistency is what is important at the end of the day.
Yeah, but before that, June, July, August,
Yeah,
there was a very long
hiatus.
silence.
Yeah.
So this
Very
is
long silence.
ultimate comeback.
I wouldn't really say it's a comeback,
Yeah.
but I think just people are just trying to juggle a lot of things, and then we were trying to come back after the holidays from last year.
Mm.
So, but I think that was the right time to come back anyway. So I don't know.
It's a perfect time to come back.
Yeah.
Well, I know some people, actually a whole lot of people do not know that Kenyan rock is alive. And yes, we do have rock bands in Kenya. But for the most part, when I talk to people, we do have Kenyan rock bands and they're awesome. They don't really believe it. So maybe you would tell us a bit about Rash Band and how you started off and maybe what each one of you does.
Okay, to start off, my name is Gakosh. I play drums for Rash. And before I continue, maybe Max can introduce himself. Or this guy sitting on my right.
Let me correct his name. Huh? Okay, not correcting, but it's so his name is Samuel, just like our lead singer.
Yes.
But because he came after, then we were like, no, we'll just call you by your nickname. So it was Gakosh, and
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
it just stuck. Yeah, my name is Maximiliano. I'm the Mzungu, Mzungu Mwitu of the band.
In quotes, yeah. Muitu is the keyword.
So, yes, I play lead guitar.
Yeah, so we are talking about our journey. So basically, we started. This guy started before I joined them, which was in 2013. It started off as a college band, as a university band because they met in uni, in USIU, and I think Maxi and his bro Sebastian, who used to play bass for Rash initially. They had this idea of forming a rock band, Then when Max was in uni, he met with he met with Abedi, who was the initial rhythm guitarist. And then Abedi is the one who found the lead singer, who is Sam, and Abedi is the one who also found me as the drummer. So I think everything was very. Everyone had a purpose to be in this band at a particular point in their life.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, and we prepared. Initially, our main purpose was like we have Mr. and Miss USIU, which up to date, it might be one of the top gigs that we have played at in terms of like the number of people, because it was a full USIU auditorium. And everyone was just going to see the models, and there was the runway. And Max just heard this story the other day, but so that was our very first gig, and we were not the main entertainers, because people were coming there for the models, but we rocked them. We
brought the
played
Rash down.
3 songs. And then there was also my bro headbanging there with all his hair, which was, I mean, my hair was never even half of his length.
He was the ladies' man.
And everyone was just going nuts. Now, what people don't know is that we also had to like set up everything like immediately, because of the runway, all the equipment was backstage. So we had almost everything like on standby. Then they told us, go. It was our very first gig, and it was in November 2013. And
yeah, that was actually before we ever played in the rock scene. Actually, I don't know who spread word that there's a new rock band in town.
I know who it is. I know.
Yeah, you should mention him, because he deserves a shout out. Yeah.
When we came out of the gym in uni, we found a guy who was shirtless and barely just wearing his towel. So this guy, he happens to be called Young Monsia. He is the former bassist for Mortal Soul. And basically he became a life friend to me. So at that point, I was talking to my pal about our band, and then basically he jumped in and he was like, "Oh, I also play in a band," and they were not going to play at March from the Underground.
Yeah.
But they hadn't told the organizers, so they were like, "We can tell them that you guys can play instead."
Yeah.
And that's how we got to play at Match from the Underground, and our first gig in the scene. So yeah.
This is insane, because I'm trying to jog my memory way back to Match from the Underground, and because I think, I'm not sure if it's the same one, but I'm trying to see you guys performing. Well, I think I must have come in late.
This
I think,
is
when we did, you're talking
2014.
about the one that used to happen at Marabu?
Oh yes.
Yes, at the Highway Mall. Yeah, I think that was our first ever rock gig.
But we played twice there.
Yeah, we played too much from the Underground.
Yeah.
But I think they used to host it annually, and it used to happen in March.
Yeah.
That is why it was called March, the Underground. Yeah.
Oh, wait, I think you
Very
next to
nice.
skip, not stick to your guns. Who's performing that one?
We had like the original pioneers, the pioneer bands in the rock scene, because we had the likes of Parking Lot Crash, we had Murphy's Flow, we had LYT.
No, but I know what she's talking about. There was a foreign band that came to perform that
No,
specific
Stick to Your
one.
Guns.
Stick to your guns,
But
yes.
Was that at March from the Underground, really?
It was
Or that happened later
yeah,
with the
after.
Rico.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm just like that was 2013, and this is now. This is 10 years later, and you guys are, for the most part, one of the best rock bands we have right now. So how has the Kenyan music scene changed from like 2013 till now, when we have so many frequent rock events? It wasn't like back then. I didn't see a whole lot of them. But how has it changed since you first came out?
I think we took it as an initiative,
Yeah.
as you mentioned earlier, that a lot of people listen to rock music, but they don't know where to find it locally.
Yeah.
During those days, there used to be a very huge rock Wednesday at Carnival, where people just went to listen to rock music that was being played by DJs, you know.
Yeah.
But they never really got to experience the rock bands, you know. So for us, it was an initiative and a stepping stone to actually like create awareness and tell people like, yeah, we have amazing rock bands, whatnot. So for us, one of the biggest steps we took is to play outside the rock audience, because I remember when we started out, we started playing. When we started playing outside the rock community, we were playing at poetry events, like the least unimaginable place where you can play rock music. But it used to work out so well because people will be like perplexed and watching, oh, like, hey, you guys, this is unheard of. I've never seen anything like this, you know. And through that, it put us on the map. Now some of the most popular TV stations and TV programs, radio stations, they wanted
Thanks
to
to that,
host
we are
us,
here
you
at
know?
Iconradio.
Yeah,
Hey.
yeah. So it's been a journey, and I think the fact that we've taken every step in the journey and even opening more doors for other people who maybe hadn't achieved such milestones is a plus for us. Even if I retired today, I will say I did something for the rock scene in Kenya, you know. Yeah.
Allow me to add on to what he said. So prior to like, you call it like our era or like where we came in, there was actually a thriving rock and metal scene. But then something happened there in the years 2012, 2011, 2012, around that, where the scene sort of started struggling with local gigs and basically the local bands started to find it really hard to play at some venues or even to get airplay as much as, you know, like, because like the rock era of like the early 2000s was sort of like also sinking low a bit. So yeah, there was a thriving scene, but then it was challenged during that period. And yeah, and when we came in, it was really hard to find like the specific spots where the scene was playing. But as I told you, thanks to my friend Yang, I was able to learn more about the scene, and yeah, here we are.
Great stuff. It's I'm always amazed to just see how personally growing up I used to want to be a rock star. So I would listen to all these old school bands and just imagine myself in it. But then when you look at the Kenyan music scene at that time, I was like, okay, who's going to listen to rock? We don't have rock stars in Kenya. But right now, it's such a happy feel that you could wake up and say, I want to be like Rash. I want to be like Lorena. I want to be like
Kanyeki.
I want to be like Kanyeki, you know? It's such a great feel. So you did say it was a whole lot of initiatives. You say one of the challenges was rock bands. Rock bands not getting a platform. Are those some of the same challenges that you faced throughout the 10 years? What has been your greatest challenge?
I wouldn't. Okay, for us, I wouldn't say getting platforms has been easy, because our type of music isn't. Because you see, in rock there are so many subgenres, you know.
Sure.
And when you talk about rock music, to many people, they just think about metal or goth, you know. So I think for us, we haven't had that kind of, like, you know, like people don't want to listen to you, or maybe people say that your music is not the kind of music that we want to plug into, you know. I think because we are a lighter band, and as much as we are a hard rock band, we are kind of lighter, we have the melodies and whatnot. It has also, I will say, it has helped us to maneuver the journey, because I wouldn't say the same for other bands, because one of the challenges that we experience is we would have events, and then if you start with the metal bands, then chances of you getting the same gig again will be close to zero, because maybe that is not what people want to. I think metal is it has its own crowd, and unless maybe someone has grown listening to rock music, then they will understand the culture. So you wouldn't just walk in a restaurant and start playing metal, you know. So we still have that reservation as Kenyans because we don't have the rock culture or whatnot. But with the rock concerts that we've had, actually people enjoy listening to metal music more than they would enjoy listening to maybe an alternative band, you know. Yeah, so I think it depends with how you are approaching the whole thing. But I think for us, maybe the challenges that we've experienced is I would say maybe recording, because like now, for instance, we are not exposed to so many studios around, and maybe the only producer who can hack our kind of sound is only one person who we've worked with for a long time, because we used to struggle with recording at the beginning. You record a song, you think it's so dope, and then 2 years down the line you listen to it, you're like, hey, did we really record that song? Yeah, you know.
No, but that's growth. I think that's a valid point, but that's also growth. Because like if you cringe when you listen to your own compositions from like a few years ago, then that means, because you remember that at that point, that was, you gave it your best, and that was the best you did, and you thought this is the best thing I've ever done. And now you listen to it and you're like, crap, I could have done A, B, C, D.
Yeah, it's true.
That's
it's true.
actually growth.
It's true.
But going back to the challenges, I think one of the, I wouldn't say it's like a great challenge, but I would say that it's a bit of it's a bit of a contradiction. It's the fact that we want to find consistent gigs, but then when we did, there was, for instance, the case of this specific club that basically wanted us to play once a week for 3 hours. So, you know, like, for instance, when it comes to rock music, we're not a jazz band, you know, like we won't play jazz in the background for you to eat your food, you know. Normally, why I like, for instance, the undertow gigs, it's because there are no chairs. People have to stand and enjoy the show as a proper rock show. But now, for instance, when it comes to gigs that can give you some regular source of income, this shows they want you to play once a week. We managed to play once every 2 weeks, but still that was way too much for us, especially for I mean, because of, you know, the small scene that we have. They're very supportive, but you know, like you can't have people coming every week to the same place, you know. So that was a bit of a challenge, and I think it was also a lesson that we learned, that perhaps that number of performances within such a short period of time, maybe it might not be it might be the ultimate goal, but perhaps we are not there yet, you know.
I think the biggest hindrance to that is because, number one, you're not a cover band. You know, if you're a recording artist, it's very difficult for you, because if you continue with that, then you will experience burnout. And then number two, you will change from being a recording artist, and now you will become a cover band. Because, you know, for you to sustain such kind of a show, then it means if people come and listen to you this weekend, then the other weekend they want to listen to something else, you know, because you can't keep on playing the same thing over and over again. You know, you have to
And
switch up a
also-
few things here and there.
And also, like for instance, when it comes to things like budget, yeah, a club thinks perhaps like with a business mind.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, I invest this much in entertainment, but now whether it is a band or a DJ,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter so long as they can bring the numbers and we can have the numbers at the end of the day. And if, for instance, if instead of us, if it was a DJ,
Yeah.
perhaps that person would have gladly put in all that specific amount of work because they would actually have a very concrete source of income, because we are talking of like perhaps the budget that you allocate for a 5-piece band, the whole of it would just go to one person,
Yeah.
So that's also one of the challenges that bands in general suffer.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we are hoping to get there.
Yes, yes.
I feel that the more we're out there, like he said, you guys started out, and then because you were a bit lighter, it was easy to relate to people, so they would pick up. I'm gathering they would pick up rock from there. They're like, okay, so this is rock. Rock is not entirely noise. It's not entirely aggression.
Sure.
It can still be chill. You can still enjoy it. So hopefully, when people pick up the essence of rock, which I'm so happy right now we have, then we'll get there.
Yeah, I think it also, you see, it's just like a newborn baby, when you're nurturing them, you don't give them githeri when they're born.
No.
They
Yeah.
have to start with maybe milk, then at some point you just mash the food,
Yeah.
and then they become mature and strong enough to. And that is what happens with rock. At the end of the day, if you've not grown in that environment, I think the moment you're introduced to, that is why I never bash people who listen to people like Daughtry or maybe the soft rock bands.
Yeah.
If you listen to Ed Sheeran, I wouldn't bash you, because the other challenge we have is the metalheads think because they listen to metal, they think that these other people who listen to soft rock,
Yeah.
they're not rockers,
They're not rockers.
But to me, I love to accommodate everyone. At the end
Yeah.
of the day, everyone loves something because of the experience they have.
Sure.
I've met people who have never listened to rock. You invite them for a rock gig, and then they understand, oh, there's this band that has played, and they have not played the same thing as this other band.
Yeah.
Because even with all the rock bands here in Kenya, every band is different.
Very.
Every band is
Completely,
unique.
yeah.
And it's not like it's a competition, because
Yeah.
everyone plays their own style of rock, and the good thing is to embrace one another,
Sure.
and I think we'll be good.
It will be. It will be. What I love about the rock community in Kenya is that we're all family. It's like we all
Yes.
know, we recognize each other, we know, oh, it's, so we'll get there.
I mean,
Hopefully,
without really knowing, we bumped into each other today with DJ Max
Yeah,
and
just like that.
Max Jones, and we're wearing the same merch,
Exactly. It's really amazing. Oh yeah, by the way, they are wearing the same tees and their namesakes. So when talking here, we have to specify which Max. It's Max Jones and Max from Rash.
Yeah.
But it's really amazing. So you've been doing a whole lot of shows, and I gather I'm a big fan of live shows. So what are some of like your favorite things about performing live?
For me, I'd say it's having the interaction with the fans and the crowd, like firsthand. It's not like the way you go to studio and record, and then when you upload your music on maybe Spotify or on YouTube,
Yeah.
you have to wait for the comments for you to know whether you did a good job or not. But live is thrilling. It's firsthand experience. You
Sure.
give energy, you receive energy. I mean, I just love playing live, because there's something about live music that makes you just feel like you don't want to stop,
Sure.
especially after putting in a lot of work, and then people appreciate what you've done. It's really satisfying.
That's for sure. That's for sure. What about you, Max?
I mean, it's just I don't know. It's like the energy, the everything that's in there. Because I feel like when we're on stage, we're the same people, but we are it's different. It's
Mm.
different.
Yeah,
It
it
just
feels like you are a god somehow. You know?
no, but let me tell you, like
Yeah.
if you think of these things, like maybe concerts or maybe churches, there is an energy that goes into it.
Yeah.
Whether it is through music, through
Mhm.
religion, or through everyone chanting for the same
Yeah.
football team,
Yeah. Yeah.
there is some energy, some passion that's going somewhere. So yeah.
Nice, nice. Well, let me just give you my gratitude because I love your shows. Even while I'm missing it, I do see some of the posts that people have on, and at the last one, I really enjoyed myself. What I love most about your live performances is the sound. Yeah, it feels like I'm still listening from the same track when I stream it, so I never really get the difference. I'm like, wait, it sounds just as it did, or even better because there's Sam there with the Roy there with his,
Yeah.
Yes, yes. And then also we always
Mm.
try to look into adding maybe a few details and arrangements here and there. Like
yeah.
we always try to make performances a bit different
Mhm.
because we understand that we have not checked many songs of
Mhm.
late.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we try to find a way to like, you know, offer the product maybe a bit better or a
Mm.
bit different. You know,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
also-
every musician does.
they do.
Yeah.
yeah, I
sure,
think also
yeah.
for us, we take sound very seriously,
Mm.
and it's one of the biggest undoings you can ever have in a gig or in a concert.
Talk of
because-
challenges.
Yeah.
Yeah, talk of challenges.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if the sound is wrong,
Mm-hmm.
then you're going to be playing something good, but the output is wrong.
Yeah.
So the experience
correct.
is going to be wrong at the end of the day.
Mm.
So I tend to be very serious with when it comes to sound because
Mm.
that is everything, you know.
Mm.
That is the foundation.
Mm.
If the foundation is wrong, then you'll be building on something that is going to collapse.
Definitely.
So when you come for sound checks, they usually even take longer
Mm-hmm.
than you'd expect other bands to,
Mm.
because I think we are very precise with what we want.
Mm.
Sometimes maybe sound engineers don't love this,
Mm-hmm.
but for us, we have to get what we want before we
Yes.
can decide whether we are going to continue or not.
Yeah.
Until everyone is satisfied,
Yeah.
then I don't think we are playing any show. So I think that has really helped us,
Mm.
and then also everyone understanding their instrument
Yeah.
and the kind of sound they want from their instrument, and then being able to work together
Mm.
has really brought that aspect of being clean and neat, so
Mm.
that when you guys listen to us, you will be like, but the other band wasn't sounding as good as this.
Exactly. Yeah.
But
Mhm.
it's the same equipment, the same sound engineers, you know.
Sure.
So it comes to that now individuality. What do you want in
Mm.
your sound? How do you want your bass drum to sound?
Mm.
How do you want your lead guitar? How much crunch do you want? You know. So
Yes.
all those things, and then also we help one another because maybe he might be having a challenge, and then we can help him out.
Mhm.
And then also having the knowledge about sound really helps, because sometimes you just don't take what you're given.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yep.
Oh, great. I'm really looking forward to your next shows. So tell us, do you have anything in the works? Because I'm always looking forward to like a cover, but I'm really waiting for that pop-up. For that pop-up. So do you have anything new that you're working on, an EP, an album? Mm.
Well, we do have something.
Mhm.
It's in the works, as
Yeah.
you said. It's actually in the oven as we
Mhm.
speak. But we still need a few more sessions to finalize.
Yeah.
And that will be post 10-year anniversary show.
Okay.
So, but I mean, apart from that, I mean, ideas always pop up, and we always have the will of like trying to sit all of us together and compose a song. Although the
Mhm.
composition, the composing process
Yeah.
sometimes takes place like it happens differently from the previous song.
Mhm.
Like we don't have like a specific formula.
Yeah.
Maybe like the two patterns that I've realized is either we all start a song from scratch. Maybe
Mhm.
we pick someone's riff, then we add on to it,
Mhm.
like we did for Far Beyond.
Okay.
Yeah, Far
nice.
Beyond. It's our latest original song released. Or sometimes, I mean, you have an idea in
Mhm.
your head.
Yeah.
It's just that you're unable to show your guys
Yeah.
because it's like you don't want them to change anything because you're like, this is how it sounds and it sounds dope.
Mm.
So I want to be able to show them as much as possible from this idea,
Yes.
and then they can decide, is it good or
Mhm.
we improve it, you
Mhm.
know, or
Yeah.
we change this or that. But I wouldn't want to like show just like the bare minimum of this
Mhm.
idea,
Mhm.
and then it starts, like perhaps people work on it and then it becomes something completely different. You see,
Mm.
so there is those two ways of like composing that I have
Mhm.
noticed.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, but I wouldn't say that I prefer one or the other. I would say that each one has their perks,
Mhm.
and yeah, I mean, Yeah.
I think also because you see, you're not an individual who's trying to write your own music.
Sure. Mhm.
Then everyone in the band has a different thought process,
Yeah. Mm.
and because of now being together, there's an idea that you will hear even without, maybe even if someone else is pitching the idea, you'll just know, this is not your idea, this one is from
Mm.
someone else.
Mm.
Maybe you're just trying to
Yeah.
to explain, but you already know whose idea this is,
Exactly.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that also helps because now growing
Mhm.
together and becoming a family
Mm.
and playing together really helps to work things out.
Yeah.
So because now when you're working with Max, for example,
Mm.
you have to wait for him to explain everything that is in his head
Mhm.
before you try and tell him, this can work or this cannot work.
Yeah.
But there's someone else like Komora who will play something and you tell him, what you've done there, don't do it there, do it here. And then he'll be like, that's a good idea,
Yeah. Yeah.
So everyone works differently, but at the end of the day,
Mm.
we achieve greatness because of that.
yeah,
The
exactly. Basically,
individuality, yeah.
we have both team effort and
Mhm.
lone wolf projects,
Yeah.
and we just try to. I mean, we don't want to say one idea is bad or one idea
Mhm.
doesn't work. I think both ways can work,
Yeah.
just so long as everyone prepares.
Yeah, because I
for it.
remember like this one time,
Mhm.
I think was it you or who? I think there is a song that I think Maxi had recorded like almost the whole song,
Mhm.
and then everyone was like, no, we don't feel like we are part of the song, so we are going to
Yeah.
listen to this song and then we are going to change everything so that everyone feels like they are part of the song. So
Yeah.
those are some of the things that happen when
Mm.
you're in a group, but
That's
it's
true.
usually fun. At the end of the day, I think you have to compromise with something.
Mhm.
But the important parts were not changed, and that song was structured.
Yeah,
Structures.
true.
Yes.
So it
Wow.
took a long time, but it
Mhm.
was finally done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that just summarizes now whatever I had in my head, because I now see where the synchronicity is coming from. How you guys just get on stage and everything is perfect. From funny thing is, you're the first band I've seen that I don't see glitches from time, or maybe you hide it so well, but I don't see glitches. I just see
Trust
guys,
me, they are
someone
there.
doing this, just touching his, he looks at the other one, and then everything's done. We don't even see people, I see other bands and like, Nenda pale kwa Max, and like,
Not-
Max.
Well, for us, it's very funny because
Yeah.
when glitches happen on stage, we laugh about it,
Uh-huh.
and we are like, oh, sorry, I was
Mhm.
about to cuss. Oh, like you just know, this guy messed up somewhere, so
Mhm.
we'll just laugh about it, but
Mm.
maybe the audience wouldn't even notice because they
Yeah.
are not part of the arrangement. They don't know how the song is supposed even to run.
Hmm.
So whatever they consume,
Mhm.
they take it as absolute gospel.
Exactly.
Yes,
Yeah.
or there's also the fake it till you make it, because like
Exactly,
sometimes you
yes.
find that sound is perfect for the
The
audience,
audience,
Mhm.
but what
but
we're
on
experiencing on
stage,
stage,
It's different.
it's different.
uh,
It's
Yeah.
different.
and you're like, what? Do we sound like this?
Do we say that?
And then maybe some during sound check,
Uh-huh.
or maybe like one of us with like the wireless guitar goes like
Mm.
off stage, then
Mm.
you are like, yeah, it actually sounds normal, you know.
Mm.
So that's what maybe gives you like some comfort, and you're like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm not really like musically enjoying the stage sound, but
Yeah.
I'm just good at, like, you feel like you have to also still deliver performance wise. So
Also, the crowd really helps.
the crowd
Mm.
helps,
Like
Kabisa,
you
yes.
forgetting the challenges you're experiencing on stage, like
Yeah.
the sound issues, you forget them so quickly. If the crowd is responsive, you just
Yeah.
want to have a good time.
Yeah.
Then yeah, that is now what like concludes a good show. Because you can have good sound, but the crowd is not enjoying at the end of the day.
For sure.
So it has to be a balance of the two.
And then I also see like there's some bands that you're like, oh, you guys killed it, and they're like, yeah, no, I'm sorry, man. I mean, we could have actually done
Done
better.
better.
And I'm like, what? Like, and you haven't noticed a single flaw.
Yeah.
You're like, how many beers did I drink? You know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But it's really amazing to always have Rash. I always look forward to that one random. I'm never sure what you guys will sing when it comes to covers, because you just take a song that's not entirely rock at all, and then it's now rock. You're like, okay, wait, I'm actually listening to a rock song, and that's like one of the most iconic things you guys have been able to do. It's the covers bit, and that's really amazing.
Yeah, I think we've really grown because initially we were very against like playing local songs and converting them into covers because maybe some of us were not fully there. Maybe they thought we would change the direction of the band, or maybe we would change the sound of the band. But if you followed the Rush journey since 2013, ever since we recorded our first song, Darkness and Witchcraft, and now you listen to songs like Structures and maybe Grave Robbers, or Far Beyond, you will realize there's a very big difference and there's a lot of growth when it comes to how we compose and how we arrange our music, and it's allowed, and that's why we are experimenting, and also we also want to show that we can do this actually better than how you do it. For example, with the Pombe Sigara cover, it started out as a joke, like let's play this cover, and then the response was so good, and we were like, let's record this cover and see how people will respond to it. And I remember when we released it, even the original, the owner of the song was not believing how good it sounds, The Soul Generation family, everyone was resharing the song because they were like, what? Hold up a minute. What is this madness? So I think that is the element of rock. It surprises you and it gives you something that you will never experience anywhere else.
And that's all we live for. That's all we live for. When you were talking, you said something about the experience being now a wrong experience, which is ironic because I was going to mention someone outside of rock. Like a good example would be people in hip hop. So like Wakadinali, they call themselves the wrong experience, but literally rock and other genres are so different, and we get to play live, which is why sound is very, very important.
Yes.
But with other people, it's just playback. They could get on stage, just sing along,
Yeah.
or do
Lip
nothing.
syncing.
And it's about it. And that's the beauty of rock. It's the live sound, the energy, the feel.
Absolutely. I mean, that's also one of the things, one of the reasons why we are a bit against performing live on TV anymore. I mean, initially we were very psyched up until we actually found what's on the ground, like the sound equipment on TV stations. It has a long way to go for at least for live performances. And I mean, I'm not even talking from a perspective of a rock band, but there was a time I went there with another artist, and they don't do rock, but
Yeah.
they still complained about it. And
Mm.
I mean, nowadays when we go and we are required to play something, we are like, we do a bit of an unplugged thing. So like we do a bit acoustic with some electric guitar components, but not all out there, so that you know, we do a bit of damage control because we know what we are faced with. So yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a challenge.
Yeah.
For me, everything comes down to sound. You know, will hate me, but I will tell you the truth. If it doesn't sound good, it doesn't sound good.
doesn't
You
sound
have to
good.
find your way around it to make it sound good.
That's for sure.
Otherwise, we are not working together because you see, you have to take your craft very seriously.
Yeah.
And what you're selling to people is the first impression they have of you.
Sure.
So if you don't impress them, then you will never have a second chance to tell them, it was the sound guy. We can plan another one next time.
No.
That
Sometimes
will
you
be
can have a good sound guy, a good sound engineer, and maybe you practiced, but you didn't show up for sound check.
Yeah, that's also another thing.
Yeah.
The sound check is very important. Very
very.
important. Yeah.
Well, my one rule is if you didn't show up for sound check, if you didn't show up for rehearsals, then you might as well not show up on stage.
For the
Yeah, it's
stage,
true. Because all those
exactly.
performances that go wrong, people didn't show up for sound check. Yeah, so I think it's important to go for sound check because even for us, you know, like that one time we didn't do sound check.
Yeah.
Everything didn't go as we had expected. You know, so it's good it's always good to go.
He's
for
saying
sound
that,
check.
but then on Saturday, people will still figure like, you know, half an hour late for sound check.
For sound check, yeah. Well,
I'm not giving names, but
you're not naming names. I'll take that as just someone trying to come to their defense. Before you mention names, you know, some people will still.
I mean, if they cannot defend themselves because they're not here.
They're not
They're not
here.
So- and they cannot tell me that I'm the one who comes late because they're not here.
They're not here. Nice. So.
Yes, I have a question for you guys. Collaborations. We've done a couple, yes?
Yes.
So with people in the rock industry most of the time.
Yeah. We've done. There's a song we've done. Did one with an artist who does poetry.
Yes.
And then the other song that we've collaborated is the one we've done with Raf, Data Change.
Yes.
Those are the two songs we've collaborated.
Yes, but we're looking into doing more collabos.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, definitely, because I think it gives the element that there's rock music, and also we are not yet there, so we want to reach the greatest heights before we can be able to do anything else.
I mean, honestly, I think we just right now bands are just powered by passion.
True.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's-
I'm not just bands, also DJs, right? I mean, like anyone in the entertainment industry, you love what you do.
Yeah, sure. I think it will be awesome to see even more bands collaborating, because I think it will be awesome to see maybe Rash featuring LYT,
Very much.
or maybe Rash featuring Marcus Flow, you know. It will be really dope.
Yeah. So you heard it here first. Rash is looking to do collabs. So if you are a rock band, you know what to do.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what to do. So tell us about your upcoming shows, and you know, where can we get merch, tickets? What do we look forward to, Rash?
So this is our 10-year anniversary. This marriage has lasted so long.
Imagine you're on stage
Yeah.
and you just look behind, and this guy is always
He's
there.
always
He's
there.
always
Imagine, imagine looking in front, and you always have to see this
It's
hair.
you again.
So
Yeah.
it's been a beautiful journey,
Mhm.
and we thought it's important to share our journey. And 10 years is a big milestone, so
Cheers.
we'll be having a 10-year anniversary concert.
Hashtag Rash
Hashtag
at
Rash
10.
at 10.
Rash at 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll be playing at K1
Yeah.
Parklands on Ojijo Road on this coming Saturday, the 18th of November,
Nice.
from 7:30
Mhm.
p.m.
Mhm.
till late. We have an amazing lineup of bands because
Nice.
we'll be having 20 more days. We'll have Seismic, we'll
Oh.
have LYT, and
Good
of course,
stuff.
yours truly, Rash.
Yay.
So we have a killer set prepared for you guys. So
Uh-huh.
make sure you show up.
Yeah.
And then, as a 10-year gift,
Mhm.
it's a free entry gig.
Oh wow.
So you have no excuse.
no excuse
why not to show
whatsoever.
up?
Why?
And
Why?
as you have heard, we are
Uh-huh.
really good at what we do.
Exactly.
I'm not blowing my own trumpet.
No.
So if you've never attended our gigs, this is your time to come and experience the epitome of rock, you know?
Exactly.
So karibuni sana. We love you guys. Thank you for supporting us. And about March,
Yes, karibuni, karibuni, El Nino or not. And, March, so we will have shirts going for 1400
Mhm.
at the gig.
At the gate.
So yes, they're ready. We have a very tiny number of shirts. I mean all sizes, but
Mhm.
few.
Yeah.
So
first come, first serve
Yes.
basis. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So to order the shirts,
Mhm.
you can follow us on our socials.
Yeah.
On Instagram, especially it's Rash_band5. And then on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter, it's Rashband5.
Rush Band 5.
additionally,
Mhm.
I wanted to mention as well that after this show, there will be on the 2nd of December,
Mhm.
there will be the Undertow show,
Undertow, yes.
which for this edition, basically we have put forces together with Rock Society of Kenya,
Awesome.
and we
Mhm.
bring to you at the same place at Shelter, which
Mhm.
is in Westlands, above Havana.
Mhm.
We bring to you last year's tragedy, Irony Destroyed, Auto Metal, and DJ Justin Rich.
That's amazing.
And for all those who are still playing in their garage, or maybe in or they're still practicing at studios and they haven't really come out and performed, you can always reach out to Undertow. Undertow is going to be it is already the
Mhm.
platform for upcoming artists and underground music.
Mhm.
So please DM us on IG, undertow.ke. Undertow ending with a W.
Undertow.ke.
Yes.
All right, you heard it here first. If you are looking for a platform to perform, you are tired of your garage performances, you know where to reach out. Undertow.ke and follow at Rash_band5. That is on their Instagram, and Rash Band on all their socials. So it has been really, really awesome to have you here. I honestly cannot wait to see you at the next performance. As you heard, guys, it is free of charge. So no reason for you to miss whatsoever.
No reason whatsoever.
No reason whatsoever.
18th November.
18th
Saturday.
of November.
This Saturday.
This Saturday.
Yeah.
This Saturday at K1 Clubhouse or Ojijo Road. So yes, March first come, first serve basis, and I can tell you for sure I am jealous of Max and Max. I want that tea.
Eminem.
That tea is looking fire. So please follow them, stream their music, and we are so happy to have had you.
Thank you for having
Thank
us.
you so much.
Yeah, it's always good to see more radio stations coming up and like supporting rock music.
Definitely.
So we do not take it for granted.
Thank you.
Muendelee na moyo huo huo.
We definitely will. We definitely will.
Thank you so
Yes.
much.
For the culture. Thank you so much, Rash Band. And now we are going to go back into the mix with our very own DJ Max Jones. Yes, gracing our decks today. Oh, it's muted. It's unmuted.
vile nawapenda
Nice.
ni kama
Oh, wow, thank you
laana.
so much, guys. That has been really, really nice. Really engaging.
Ooh, so generation, I'm the storyteller. Ooh, Lord. Nasikia walevi huota na bia, lakini kuna siri ndawaibia leo. See, I'm not addicted to alcohol. I'm not a victim, not a call. Yalimpata Samson, yakampata Solomon. Situation igeuka tricky, kila shimo napanda miti. Contribution kwa timu afisi, karura. Hey, situation igeuka tricky.
Like a podcast.
Usiniweke kamba kwa shingo. Pombe sigara, naweza wacha bila kung'ang'ana. Lakini hawa wasichana, vile nawapenda, ni kama laana.
champion, setting it off again. Oh, we on fire, we on fire. Running our own campaign, doing the whole shebang. Oh, we on fire, we on fire. All my friends are heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse. Welcome to the room of people who have rooms of people that they love one day docked away. Just because we check the guns at the door doesn't mean our brains will change from hand grenades. You laughing on the psychopath sitting next to you. You laughing on the murderer sitting next to you. You think I'd get here sitting next to you. But after all I've said, please don't forget. All my friends are heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse. We don't deal with outsiders very well. They say newcomers have a certain smell. Yeah, trust issues not to mention. They say they can smell your intentions. You laughing on the freak show sitting next to you. You laugh some weird people sitting next to you. You think how did I get here sitting next to you? But after all I've said, please don't forget. I've been thinking about you, my love, and all the crazy things that you put me through. And I'm coming around Fuck those guys.
We said we'd never grow up. It's open season on Blue Moods. Light from a screen of messages. All said it was an uphill battle, but they didn't know, we were gonna use the roads as a ramp to take off. We could cry a lot. Don't stop dancing, don't dare stop. We'll cry later or cry now. You know it's heartbreak. We could dance our tears away, emancipate ourselves. We'll cry later or cry now, but baby,
Welcome back to The Surge, the wildest, wildest rock show on the planet. I'm your host, The Surge Freshman, tonight with a guru gracing our decks. I'm gonna let him introduce himself every other time.
Yeah. They call me DJ Max Jones, the godfather of rock and roll.
The godfather of rock
Yeah,
and roll.
Yeah.
With an awesome, awesome mix. I'm just screaming my lungs out over here. We've had a really great time with Rash Band. But now we want to check out what's new and what's good in this Surge Week Newsweek Roundup. So we have some new tour announcements. 30 Seconds to Mars, Alanis Morissette, Hootie, The Blowfish, and Queensryche. I don't know how to say that. Grammar Nazi is going to kill me, but Queensryche, they're all hitting the road in 2024. And that's not all. Slipknot has also announced a massive, massive headlining tour for next year. So Slipknot have been in and out of tours since March, the beginning of the year, and they're still at it all the way till 2024. And the last time they were performing with, what's the name of this band? The ones that kill themselves just like that. It's like they wear the mask. Just
Oh,
like
Slipknot.
Yeah, there's another band. It's not
Other than
Mushroom Head.
Slipknot.
Yeah, other than Slipknot. They wear the same mask. I think it's Mushroom Head.
Oh,
It must be Mushroom
cool.
Head, if I'm right. Yeah, so they've also been on tour together. And now we have also Eagles, the Eagles. They're extending their farewell tour. So they're retiring. And then we have Deaf Heaven, which is releasing their classic album, Sunbather. Veil of Maya is also touring with Angel Maker. And even more exciting, a band that does not want to retire, we have Metallica announcing a new collaboration with Kentucky Head Hunters. So more album releases coming up. But for now, we get back into the music. When we get back, DJ Max Jones is going to be telling us 3 things we should watch this weekend and why.
Elevating your vibe, it's Rock the Clock with DJ Max Jones.
I fell asleep last Saturday underneath polluted skies. I walked alone in those Jersey nights and I saw the boardwalk start to fall.
Yes, yes. Oh my God. The nostalgia in this mix is kicking. It's kicking. That is none other than yours truly,
DJ Max Jones.
DJ Max Jones,
Yes.
gracing our decks today. It's been a really, really lit show, that's for sure. All I've been doing is just going back through memory lane and collecting all my teenage memories because that's how amazing the mixes are. So we did have in studio Max Jones,
Yeah.
and yeah, I wanted him to tell us a little bit about himself and maybe where we can get a listen to him.
Uh-huh.
And yeah,
Yeah.
let him tell us.
So yeah, you can find me on all socials. That is Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Oh, now X. I hear they call it,
Awesome.
yes, and
It's
also
X now.
it's X now.
It's X now.
Yeah, and also on YouTube at DJ Max Jones, just DJ and then MAXXJONES. If you want live rock mixes, video ones, just follow me on YouTube or subscribe. That's why I drop them, all of them. Yeah.
Awesome,
Yes.
awesome. Oh, we are definitely going to be checking you out because did you hear the nostalgia? You know, guys, I live for the vibes. I live for the nostalgia. So I'm having the time of my
That's
life.
good to know. Good to know.
And three things you should watch this weekend and why.
Oh yeah.
I want him to now break it down for us. I know you guys are tired of my recommendations.
Yeah.
At this point, you're about to jab me.
Uh-huh.
So let's get some newer ones.
It should be a good one. It should be a good one. Now people have been complaining, oh, El Nino, nobody's going out.
Nobody.
So yeah, my three recommendations for you is actually to bring the outdoors to you. And
Oh,
since
wow.
I'm a big animation fan, big
Nice.
action kind of movies and adventures kind of movie guy. Yeah, I'd recommend you go check out the Marvels. Just came out. Yes, it just came out 4 days ago. Actually,
Nice,
yeah,
nice.
from Marvel. And the other one would be Nimona. It's
Nimona.
actually an adventure animation on Netflix.
Nice.
It's quite dope. It has some rocker kind of feelings to it. So I'm biased, I know.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Mhm.
And the last one
For
will be
sure.
Rock Dog 3.
Rock Dog.
Yeah, Rock Dog 3. Go check
Rock
that one out.
Dog.
Yep. Those are my three recommendations to bring the outdoors to you.
This
Good
is-
vibes, positive
oh,
ones. Yeah.
wow. This is amazing. This is a really, really, really dope lineup. So the Marvels, Nimona, and Rock Dog 3.
Yes.
There's a whole lot of animation, which is something I've been getting into. Anime.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of anime, so I don't really watch a whole lot of them.
Uh-huh.
So I'm currently on Arcane, which I just
Oh,
started, and
wow,
I'm
yeah.
loving it.
Yeah.
So this is really good. You just came in at the right time, just when I'm lining up my anime
Yeah.
collection.
Yeah.
So I'll definitely come back with a review, as you should, guys, as you should. You see, the outdoors has been brought to you. It's a full immersive experience. One thing about anime is that the adventure, the action, and the I think I'll just be speaking for myself here,
Yes.
but me, I like the massacre scenes.
Ah,
It's crazy.
I see.
Yeah, me keeping kill counts. Wow,
Mhm.
but still, yeah. Check those three out: the Marvels, Nimona, and Rock Dog 3. Max Jones, any events coming up that you'd like to plug us with that you'll be at? You can come
So every Saturday I play at Westlands at a place called Badias on Mutiti Road. It's not just rock, but yeah, party kind of music. So every Saturday you'll find me there. Yes, for now as we continue sorting other ones out.
Awesome,
Yeah.
awesome. So you can go link up with him at Badai. I got it correct?
Badias.
Badai's.
Yes.
Badai's. Yes, that's on Motiti Road in Westlands. So go check him out and sync with him, and he should be able to plug you with where we're going next. Because, like you heard, he's a full outdoors experience kind of guy.
True,
So he's
true.
going to be taking you out there. We are going to get back into some music and, yeah, rock it out.
Elevating your vibe, it's Rock O'Clock with DJ Max Jones.
3, and we are back with the Serve and Iconradio, your number one entertainment show. It has been an awesome, awesome show. The worst part of it is it always has to come to an end, so can't have it forever. But as always, we will be here same time, same place next Wednesday, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Iconradio recorded KP. And we'll also be meeting up with at the Rash event and yeah. It's taken. So, where DJ Max is taking us. So, we hope to see you there. As always, polite reminder to keep your hands to yourself. Love on you. You couldn't be touched, deprived, and be going out here to bother people. Give all that love to yourself. Yeah, don't go touching people who did not ask to be touched. So love on you. Keep your hands to yourself. And until then, peace, love, and rock on.